Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started.
Bebeto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Gabriel gets good distance on it. They've got a corner here. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Driving on and making good progress. Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. This looks promising. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's Mbappe. Deftly away. Now it's Pedri. Now what about a counter-attack? Hernandez gets it clear.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7 será reemplazado
And the second
por
half gets
el
underway.
dorsal 19.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Alexander-Arnold. Brzezinski. Ruben Diaz gets across to intercept that. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on...
Mbappe, and he shoots! Yes, it's there! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
There will be a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22 será sustituido por el dorsal 4.
And he has been fouled there. Just too high.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
6 minutos de descuento.
Camavinga. Ødegaard. Mbappe. Lovely feet. Yamal. That is a brilliant interception. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So many thanks to Jim. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. He is Camavinga! Quality ball. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Brzezinski.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. He's on it, can he get away? And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Messi goes short. Vardiol. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Beckham gets a foot in here. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played. Played up towards the front line. Now that looks a decent ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Was he just trying to be a little too clever then? I mean, it's hard to say, but one thing's for sure, he needed to stick it away and he knows it.
And back to the keeper. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great position here. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Played into space. It's a goal kick. Rice. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Alexander-Arnold. And it's McAllister. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Has a look up and drives it forward. Now it's Kane. Now it's Batistuta. And now they can clear their lines. And he's only too happy to take that back.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. McAllister aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
Chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Beckham. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pedri. 5 minutes till the break. Knocks it into space. And Messi! It's a loose ball. Could be danger here. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Rosicki! Alexander-Arnold goes direct. Now it's Beckham. Mbappe in with the challenge. That is ended up in no man's land. Gabriel and there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are back on the way. And he's surging through, just the keeper to beat! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Bouten does really well to win the ball there. Alexander-Arnold. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Not the most accurate pass. Rosicki going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the shot! Oh, it's there! Right back in the game! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Tries to play it through. And that is expertly dealt with. Vardiol. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that has not gone well. And it's McAllister. Barcelona are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them, and it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Gabriel did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Van Dijk. Saka. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Van Dijk. Rosicki. McAllister pinches it off him. Can he get it through? He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
Vardiol. Barcelona have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Look, we can't say that's a surprise, Peter. He knew what the consequences were. He really did. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Alexander-Arnold. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Kane. Gabriel. And Gvardiol. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's forced to go back. And the pass is intercepted. Rosicki. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Decent hit and on target. Rosicki. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Saka couldn't squeeze it through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Beckham. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's McAllister. Now it's Messi. Over to the left. Vardiol, here's a real chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Messi. It's not an especially good pass, that. Van Dijk makes the interception. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is back. And he shoots! There's a goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The end of the game. Reflections? So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game and not this occasion.
And already we're underway here. And back to the keeper they go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I'd personally like to see him as part of a front.
Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Van Dijk. Saka. Brzezinski. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's forced to go back. Played back to the goalkeeper. Alexander-Arnold. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Bouten. That is ended up in no man's land. That looks a good ball through. He is through, and Messi! Oh, that was brilliantly defended. And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Alexander-Arnold. And here's McAllister. Madrid. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Gabriel. And it's Alexander-Arnold. So we're still where we started right now. Played back in. Oh, cracking ball.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Beckham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Rosicki. Van Dijk. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
This looks promising. Big chance! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Pickford looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. And they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And they win it back again.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Batistuta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's managed to get rid. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Kane. Out towards the flank. And that's gone loose. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Camavinga. Oh, this is a terrific run. Rosicki promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona finding their passes. Now it's Batistuta. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away, and Batistuta! And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 25.
That gets things going for the second half.
El dorsal 21. Casa.
Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And that's put paid to a promising Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Gabriel. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Brzezinski. Beckham. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Alexander-Arnold. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Quality ball. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Some good work on the right flank here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lovely, now then. And he's found a way past. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Dealing with the pressure. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 65 el dorsal 9. ¡Rosicky!
So is this the start of a comeback? Alexander-Arnold. He's found a way through. Now it's Kane. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And no, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And this is Messi. And he's in on... And Messi! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making...
Oh no, this does not look good. He's... Messi! Now, can they get him away? Well, that has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Vardiol. And Azar. Vardiol. Now it's Kane. And it's Rosicki. Oh, that's well spotted. Picked out brilliantly. And he can clear it away. Van Bouten. Saka. For Rice. Van Dijk. Now it's Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rice is the guilty party there. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Saka. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Pass is just off target. And time is up. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
The action has already started. Looking tidy in possession here. Valverde. Pinches it off him. Pedri. McAllister. Kane. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gabriel gets a foot in here. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. We've got a throw in. That's a good run down the left. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe!
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Van Dijk. Played into space. Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, the least he could have done, Peter, was hit the target, and he's failed that test.
Vinicius Junior. So we're still where we started right now. McAllister. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Little pass back. Azar. Azar running with the ball. Gets a good foot in there. Alexander-Arnold. No way through. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. That's a good ball out wide. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He has found the way through. Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. McAllister. Vardiol plays the return pass to McAllister. Out towards the flank. Now it's Messi. Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. It's Kane! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Howson. Goulet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kane. Oh, sweet feet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chouameni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Vardiol. And it's McAllister. And Alexander-Arnold. And he cuts out the supply.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Chouameni. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Mbappe. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, and the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. He's shifting through the gears here. Flings in across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Gabriel. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Goulet. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Strong running down that left flank.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great defending, strong and determined. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a promising position. Now it's Goulet. And he's heaved it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Alexander-Arnold. It's gone out for a throw-in. Vardiol wins the duel this time. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. McAllister for Messi. And it's Kane. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Valverde. Spread out to the left. McAllister did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Kane. Vinicius Junior. Goulet. Mbappe. And he's found a way past. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. He could be in here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Driving on and making good progress. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. And it's Alaba. Crunching tackle. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Gabriel clears it away. Goulet. Donnarumma is there to clear. That's a throw. And it's Camavinga.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's got away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Kane. Goulet. That's a shade optimistic.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Header! Just off target. And that is as far as it goes. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Oh, what a mistake! Perisic delivers. Tries to get it clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vardiol. Now it's Marino. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And he thumps it clear. Throw in. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, right place, right time. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Perisic puts his foot on the gas. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Vardiol does really well to win the ball there. And it's Partey. Oh, super ball! Joao Felix! Goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Number 79, Joao Felix. Joao Felix.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Camavinga. Konate did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Deep cross. Oh, what a climb! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking.
He's having a go! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Can he get it through? Now it's Perisic. And he's only too happy to take that back. Joao Neves.
Laos really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Great vision. Mbappe. João Neves. And the pass is intercepted. 15 minutes till half-time. Pedri receives it in a wide position. Pavard. João Felix. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. João Felix. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's gone looking for safety. Partey. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's managed to get rid. Perisic has created one goal already. They get a throw-in. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Looking for a runner. Oh, good ball! He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
El Mali. And it's Partey. Well, that has not gone well. That's good running with the ball. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! And the ball's cut in for the pieces!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that.
And he's had a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
João Neves. That's Perisic. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Marino.
Indicated.
Partey. Solot. Alexander-Arnold with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Can he stop it going out? And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment.
Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
El Mali. Here's Joao Felix. Rosicki has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Joao Felix does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Partey. Mbappe. Oh, this is a very good run. Partey, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Joao Felix gets into a good position. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, a delicate chip through. Joao Felix in acres of space out wide. And he's taking no chances there. Shapes to shoot!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that was vital. Alexander-Arnold. Rosicki. Rosicki carries the ball down the right. And it's Camavinga. And Guardiol. Pedri picks it up out wide. Pedri! Otamendi with the clearance. It's a loose ball. Knocks it into space. El Mali. It's Rosicki!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Nice looking ball. El Mali. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Camavinga. Pavard promptly onto that, and that is that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 79.
We have got changes here from
João
both sides,
Felix.
in fact.
Number 14, Ivan Perisic. Number
Al-Mali.
23, Mikel Merino.
Partey strokes it
Coming on
back.
the field, number 10, Kadri. Number 4, Mohamed Salah.
Now it's Rafael Leao,
Number 18,
and he's managed to get free.
Leão.
Header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
A case now of complete control. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He has found the way through. Looking to go deep. Rafael Leao with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Pedri tries to play it through. Hangs in a cross. Bastoni gets it away. Nicked it back promptly.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And here's Neves. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely weighted ball. Mohamed Salah. Oh, sweet feet. And they've got a throw.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Salah. Partey. Otamendi.
There will be 3 minutes.
Here's
added
Rafael
time.
Leao. Showing good feet. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Partey having a look. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Keeper's got his work done. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Foot in.
There they go, hunting again.
Van Dijk with the foul. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Quick look, then plays it in.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could
And the
do.
referee brings it to a close. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
I'm afraid
Your final
to tell
thoughts,
you
Jim?
that we're expecting